eyes. I'm scared to open them. I'm gonna die out here.
glass.
Oh, hey everybody, it's us, live, Death Curse Society, right here on Facebook and YouTube. How's everybody doing tonight? Woo!
That's the extremely white dancing there you unfortunately had to see as soon as we came back.
Why not?
We got 80s music tonight, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I'm Red Crank, I got the Colonel, and I got Zigzag as always. How you guys doing tonight?
Fabulous. Doing great.
So, Halloween hangover. It's all right though. It was a success. We got out there. My 8-year-old son took it like a champ, man. He was in there this year. He trained, he earned it, he got in there, and right on the one street we were on, the guy was like, "Hey man, I'm over this tonight. Here you go." And he got the whole bowl dump, baby. And he was delighted. It was wonderful.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. How about you, Colonel?
I had a great time. Took the little people out to trick or treat. One, due to age, got a little more than the other. I felt kind of bad, but also a little pat on the back. We were just a few trick-or-treaters out there that actually had a mask on.
Go figure, right?
Yeah. We did it safe, but it was a lot of fun. We still got to get back and had dinner and watched, John Carpenter's Halloween like we have been for the past few years, and it was a nice little night.
Very nice, very nice. Well, it looks like we got some of the regular crew in here. We got Dylan in the house. We got Ick. Megan's here. Charles. Paul. What's up, fuckers? Hey, Paul.
What's up, man?
Is that Vizzy himself?
That is the Viz.
That's the Vizinator? All right. What up, Vizinator? Been hearing a lot about your pizza. Have not had a chance to try it yet. I will.
Coming soon.
To Detroit.
National shipping available soon this holiday season. Get ready to have Vizzies where you are.
We got James in here. We got Brandon.
BK.
Oh, Brandon. BK says, not one goddamn trick-or-treater. Not one.
Dude, I went to your old street on Chirua and took that shit. We walked down there, man, and checked it all out again. 25% of how it was back in the day, bro. But it was still nice to walk down there. Felt a little bit normal for about an hour. You know what I mean? It was nice.
Nice. I obviously I had to work Halloween, host the karaoke show. Also had to play double duty as kind of door guy part-time because for some reason the bar just did not schedule a door guy. The one guy that I recognized that I thought was going to be our door guy was shit-faced trash by like 10. And I was like, aren't you on the door? And he's like, I'm not fucking doing anything tonight. And I was like, I can see this. All right. So got to bulk up, and I didn't have to throw anybody out, but I had to hey, chill the fuck out, people.
Whiskey Richard. Yellow.
Yep. All right. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are ranking our top 5 favorite movies from the year 1999, which you probably already figured since we played the great purple one himself a couple of times in the intro. We need to coordinate on these because we always have the same fucking idea.
I just say the thing. I go, you know what? I'm going to do it. I mentioned it earlier in the week that I needed the karaoke version of 1999. You went and got the actual fucking one.
Yeah. I just used like a 8-second clip of it, though.
I got you.
All I wanted was we're going to party like it's 1999, and that was it. Cut. so Sony doesn't come after our ass.
Yeah.
Mine was a karaoke version that sounded kind of close.
Pretty close. Close. Yeah.
So we got away with it.
Yeah. And my version is non-existent.
Well, we know, Colonel, we already know that you are a much more bigger fan of...
Just another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday.
Woo!
Man, I'm telling you, you guys play this shit 10, 12 more times. I'm fucking done. I'm out.
Fucking walked right into it, man.
You might want to do it the rest of it. Just knock it out of the show. I'll be fucking gone by the end of it.
Better than this one.
You're just jealous because I'm like 8 inches away from her titty. Like, she's going like this. I'm like,
This is true.
I'll be a hater.
Yeah.
Looks like we also got a couple of mashups for you guys later on also, and a couple other little hidden surprises. We got some Halloween costume contests that we got shared off that we can show to you here in a little bit from some of our friends out there. We appreciate it. Who's going to get the list started tonight, though? That's what I want to know.
It would be Ziggy because he hosted last week.
All right.
I think our lists are going to be quite a bit different this week. It's
not as different as you think.
Well, I just found for 99, it wasn't like there wasn't much for slaughter, any splatter or slasher types, really. Mm-hmm. To be honest, I'm looking at my list here. There's no slashers on there. There's one that's kind of a slasher. It's a foreign film we'll get into, but woo. Well, I guess I'll get it started then, huh?
You just gave away which one that one was.
Well, it's number 4 anyway in my fucking list. Who gives a shit? All right, number 5. It's probably the second bloodiest movie in my whole list. It's Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow, man. I mean, listen, we got beheadings. There's some blood splatter around. It's decent for a Burton film. Johnny Depp's version of what he was doing, the Ichabod Crane type character. I mean, I don't even remember if was he called Ichabod Crane in that movie?
I believe so.
Yeah. Was he?
Yeah, but he was a doctor, not a school teacher.
And they changed some things about it. I remember that totally. But I mean, it was actually pretty a dark film for Tim Burton. You know, it had some grisly deaths, lots of beheadings. So yes, it makes my 99 list just on that merit alone, of course.
And a hot Christina Ricci.
Oh, listen, man. Anytime they get into them gothic kind of way they go, anytime that works. Anytime. Number 4. Had to go foreign for this one. I watched it again recently, and it's a little cornier now than it was back when I first watched it back in '99. It's Audition. Kind of turns you off dating if you're single for, it's not right. There are moments in this movie that you're kind of like, Jesus Christ, it's real. It's another movie grounded in reality, but just think Hostel and Saw and the more disgusting parts from those movies, and just you're fucked up, man. And you're not in control of anything if you think about it on a blind date or any kind of dating at all. Be careful what you say. Woo.
Yep.
It's gross. It's disturbing. Just the imagery is bad in it and stuff. That's what makes it memorable. But I rewatched it recently. Not as powerful. Number 3, The House on Haunted Hill. I know. It could have been so much more, but I really dug the premise. I liked the way they stuck with it. I love that he was an amusement park baron and could have access to these things. Therefore, nobody believed that they were seeing supernatural shit when this guy's running around and they think everyone's set up. Right. It's just enjoyable. The ending, not so much. But hey, it's 99. There really wasn't much to pick from out here, in my opinion. Number 2, Kevin Bacon in Stir of Echoes. I like it, man. It was really disturbing. I don't know, again, is this horror? Probably not horror, but just a neat concept with the past reaching into the reality of living to help get something completed. And it's cool. I like it. And Kevin Bacon's good in just about anything he does in this kind of realm. So it's great, man. Stir of Echoes. If you haven't seen it, check that shit out. And you'll freak out a couple of times. Your hair will stand up. You'll have the zigzag guarantee on it.
Oh, boy.
Honorable mentions, I only got 2 because that's all I could look at. That's it. I could come up with 7 movies from 99 that I dug.
So wait, there's not going to be a number 6 later on?
Well, yeah, probably, but that's different. That's different, man.
That would have been my number 6.
Right. Honorable mention, number 1 is Deep Blue Sea. Smart Sharks. I don't know. I mean, it was entertaining. I watched this on a plane actually flying over the ocean.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. I don't know if maybe that helped a little bit with the tension, but yeah, Deep Blue Sea, honorable mention, number 1. And number 2 would be Idle Hands. You saw it. You loved it. You know, it's a stupid kind of a horror comedy. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, and that's why it works. You know, it's just an ensemble cast of a bunch of, B-movie players, beer and tit college movie guys that were in those kind of movies. And, yeah, check it out. It's all right. It's all right. It's something to do. And number 1.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
It was 1999, and it was one of the most amazing campaigns I ever saw to get people to come and see this movie based on true events. And these assholes invented this whole Blair Witch fucking legacy. They made web pages. They built a history. And I walked in. I was sucked right in. And the comments, people, I can't sleep. I'll never sleep again until I know if these people are alive. Was this real? Was this real? And nobody knew until it went wide release and the three of them showed up on The Tonight Show. And I was like, okay. You know, I mean, we were all duped. Yeah, the movie's not the best, but I'll stand by this. If you don't have a super great imagination, you probably didn't like the Blair Witch.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I love the way they built the tension. And knowing how they filmed it with, they would arrive at their camps with just the simplest of notes. This is what you do. This is where you go. And it's on you guys to figure it out and act. And they delivered a pretty fucking misleading movie. You think, okay, they're turning on each other. I see what's going on here. They're going to kill each other. And it's not quite that. The Blair Witch Project, man, it was probably the best thing that came out in 99, in my opinion. And to this day, I still like to throw it in and check it out. You saw the last little bit there in the countdown if you were watching with the kid standing in the corner. Still gives me the chills.
Yeah.
Blair Witch Project, baby. And that is my list.
And Stephen King has said that, you know, he was in the hospital at the time when this came out, and his son brought the VHS tape in to have him watch it, and he got halfway through it, and he was like, you need to turn this shit off. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Stephen King said this, okay? This guy's got fucking monsters crawling through his brain at all fucking times, you know? You would think that out of anybody that could handle just about anything that gets put on the video, he would be one of those people, and he was even freaked out by it.
This movie did for forest and camping what Jaws did for oceans and beaches, man. I mean, it's that kind of impact on the culture. So there you go.
I would agree. Let's see if the audience goes along with your deal here. Well, we did get, looks like Keith says, Elvira, my hero. Alaskan. All right. Hey. He said, where can I get a poster? Are you talking about like the Death Curse Society posters? Those right now are just for us.
We'll get him some stickers, man. We'll get you loaded up. We got stickers and stuff.
We'll get some stickers to you. Send us your address. Charles says 99 was more of a year for ghost horror. Yeah, there's a lot of ghost horror in there. Charles also says Sleepy Hollow wasn't bad. Giving a face to the Headless Horseman was depressing, though.
I can see that.
Yeah, but it was Christopher fucking Walken. If anyone's going to be the Headless fucking Horseman, all right? That's the guy. That was a horrible Walken.
That was. Don't ever do that
sorry,
again.
man.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Stick to the Trump impersonation. Tremendous.
Well, sorry. I tried.
Ben says, party like it's 1999. We did that earlier, and we got mocked for our dance moves. So, whoops. Sorry, Ben. James says, audition? Yes.
Yes. I know James is a foreign gore fan, so I figured he would definitely come up with that one on one of his lists, too.
Yep. He also says, been getting more into Mike's movies lately. Mike's movies, maybe? I don't know.
That would be the...
That's the director of Audition, I think.
That's the director, yeah.
It is spelled differently. I couldn't remember how to say it, though. Vizzy says, sometimes I wonder if I have someone buried in my walls.
Probably.
You might want to find that out before the health department comes by for a checkout next.
Shit, man. I would hope they're not at the pizza joint, but who knows?
Ryan says, Stir of Echoes was a great movie. Absolutely. Ryan, stick around, too. You might see a photo you recognize later. Ryan also says, yes, Idle Hands. And Charles adds...
Fun. Just fun.
Echoes worked well. Didn't have to be a plot that was overthought. Simple sometimes is best. Amen, brother. Amen. James wants to know where Lake Placid goes on your list. There.
Number 6, dude.
Well, we didn't even make it 30 minutes.
Number 6.
Ick says good list. Megan says I love Stir of Echoes. Okay, Vizzy says at his house. Okay, good.
Yes.
Not at the pizza place. All right, good. And last one from Charles. Blair Witch was innovative and simple. Didn't get bogged down. And the tent rattling scene actually scared me quite a bit. What the hell was that? I kept thinking. Yeah. Well, Blair Witch just kind of changed the game in a lot of ways. And a couple of movies in 99 kind of changed the game. I think Audition was one of the first kind of non-Italian, like non-Fulci, non-Argento horror film that really got attention from overseas in America.
Yeah, we went like, hey, what the hell is wrong with these Asian guys over here? What the hell, man?
Right.
What happened to them? What happened to them? They needed a hug when they were kids or something.
Well, they had also sent, an import of The Ring over to us, the year or two previously.
Right.
And that got remade, and then people started paying more attention to the Japanese and Chinese and Oriental cinema. So it just kind of all happened around that same time. So, all right. Before we get much further on, do you want to do a mashup first, or do you mind if I throw out some of these costumes that we're going to show off?
Let's do the costumes, man. Halloween is still fresh in our minds.
That's right. And just in case, if one of the viewers and their kid is watching, I want them to see their picture before they have to go to bed. So now might be a good time. Yeah, so we asked you guys on social media a few nights ago to, share with us your Halloween costumes. Send us your pictures. Let us know we can use them on the show. A few of you complied. Thank you very much. First one, though, I'm going to start with it, and I think we can talk over these, but it will black out the screen mostly, but we can still talk over it. First one, though, I'm going to share is our very own Colonel and his Michael Myers costume.
Oh, yeah.
Dad bod Michael is what I like.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Dad bod Michael. So that ain't right.
Couple of them Cincinnati chili dogs going down the neck gullet there. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's called a three-way, isn't it?
Mm.
Well, he says chili dogs. They're actually called conies. Crank
Right.
A three-way is spaghetti, Cincinnati style chili, cheddar cheese. You can have a four-way, add onions to it. A five-way, onions and beans.
All right.
Pretty good shit. I'm telling you, if COVID ever fucking ends and I get you guys in Cincinnati. Crank, you're eating it because Zag's a bitch and he won't try it.
I will try it.
Oh, I can't do it, man. I'll get heartburn. Pussy.
Oh, I'll get heartburn. But
Oh, dude, he did it anyway. He did it anyway. He ate the fucking pulled pork sandwich and it almost killed him.
no, that wasn't a pulled pork sandwich, dude. That was a plate about this big, just piled with fries and multiple meats. I think it was a 3-meat dinner.
That was a great goddamn hamburger, though, man.
That's what she said.
Yeah, but I mean, you looked at me. See, this is the problem I have, and I especially used to have. You looked at me and you said, "There's no way you're going to eat all that," and I was like, "Oh, sit down, son. Watch me."
Yeah, he pretty much said,
So I downed that whole plate, and then I was about half dead the next day, but it was worth it. Tin Kitchen, if you're ever in Weston, Missouri, outside of Kansas City. Tin Kitchen. Another costume we got from a longtime viewer. Actually, somebody we met in Kansas City, our buddy Dylan, got his Roy going on, and even got the flare. I like that.
That's badass.
Yeah, I dig that a lot. And he did send us a video, but I wasn't able to get it to transfer, and it basically was just that anyway. So there wasn't much motion to the video. But next up, there's a lady named Royal Jen who sent us. I think she's been dressing up like at least the entire weekend. So she sent us like 3 or 4 different costumes.
This person loves Halloween.
Oh, she does. And I will let you guys know, she does her own makeup. And I believe she, fashions all of her own costumes. And the last one does as well. But here's one from Royal Jen. Not exactly quite sure what that is. Some kind of witch makeup.
See, I'm thinking alien, man.
Alien, yeah. I see an alien.
Alien makeup, yeah. Looks great. Looks great. I'm just going to slide to another one of this one. This one, I like this one a lot. The
That's cool.
half cat werewolf kind of look. I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on there, but it looks good. And then the next one is a kind of a wider shot of a bride costume. And if you look at her face, it looks a little messed up, but you can't really see it from there. So let's get the close-up shot going. Boom!
Ah, there you go.
Oh, that's badass.
Holy shit. As if marriage wasn't scary enough. Come on now. You got that to come? What? What? There we go. Thank you. But good job, Royal Jen. So excellent makeup.
Yeah, great job. Especially the half a wolf. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, she is watching. She says it's an alien. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Told you.
All right.
I don't see how, you can miss that.
All right. And finally, our buddy Ryan, who's watching right now, his kid dressed up as the one and only Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And I believe he told me also that he made his own costume and did his own kind of design on the mask that he wanted. And he says he even did his makeup. And I was like, what do you mean makeup? And then, bam!
Oh, man.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. So, very good. Very good, Ryan's kid.
Woo.
And
Dang,
thank
man.
you, guys. Thank you to Ryan, Jen, Dylan, and, of course, the Colonel for sharing your photos with us and letting us show them on the show.
Well, it comes down to the half a wolf and the Jason for me. Those would be the two kick-ass ones, I think, out of all those. Like if I had to judge these.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I like the Roy, too, though. I love the flair in there.
Yeah, I'm full of Paula Abdul. I'm just like, I like everybody. I wish everybody could win.
I wish everybody could win.
Good Lord. There's a reference for you. Lorena says, damn, I forgot to do the costume thing. Yes, you did. James costumes. Uh-oh. BK says, Big Mike Myers. Uh-oh. Colonel's giving him the look. Like, uh-oh. Vizzy says, haw.
Oh, okay.
All right. Charles says, cool costume, cold death.
Thank you.
Tyrone says, Colonel is the scariest Michael Myers I have ever stood across from, for real. There's Jen yelling at me and telling me she's an alien. Okay. Hey, V31 in studios. Hey, I'm Ryan's kid. I know you're friends with Ryan. Yeah, I know Mihandust. I wasn't gonna say his whole name on
He's
here.
outed. There you go.
But hey, that's a great costume, man. And
It's sweet.
you're on YouTube. Thanks for jumping in and watching with us. Rock on. And then Ryan jumps in here in a minute and rock on. That's right. Ick said no one did a naked werewolf. Are we going back to the shaved werewolf thing again?
That was the most bizarre discussion ever held.
But it kept going. And I mean, I only mentioned it for like a 2-minute conversation. And then 30 minutes later, it keeps being brought up. It was great.
I'm sure it was, assholes. It's not like I would know.
Yeah.
It's my turn for technical difficulties. What the fuck?
Right.
Bullshit.
Brandon says, parenting at its finest. Ha! That's right. Dress your kid up as Jason. Or let your kid dress up as Jason. And Royal Jen agrees. Yes, marriage is very scary. Very nice. And Dylan says, everyone either hates Roy Burns or doesn't know who he is. Yeah. Well,
I don't say everyone's. I love the motherfucker.
We know. We know.
We are aware of this. Colonel, how about your list? You ready for that?
I'm ready.
I do not believe I have a poster for your number 5 because it just must not have uploaded. So
That's fine. You know what? It's no big deal because I really worked feverishly.
Oh,
we got the sock out.
Man. Okay.
Oh.
A little stiff, but okay.
Oh,
So anyway, yes, I know Charles mentioned it earlier. 1999, the year of the paranormal, really. So to get this list together, I just kind of looked at a master list and just kind of picked the ones I remember the most. And out of those, I was able to get 8 choices. I'm playing in the gray area a lot. This one, folks. Not going to lie. So might as well get it started. Coming in at number 5 would be Stigmata, mainly because that's the best Patricia Arquette looked since she played Alabama in True Romance.
hmm.
In 1999, I was like, let's say I couldn't stand up watching that movie. I had to give it a few hours for everything to calm down before I could walk.
Good point.
Yeah, very good point. Pointed quite a bit. So anyway, we'll move on. Coming at number 4, again, I'm in that fucking gray area. I don't know about you guys, but I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger in End of Days. I still like this fucking movie. I don't care what you guys say. It is so bad, it's good.
The concept is outstanding, and then it just, man.
The execution is not great.
But Gabriel Byrne, man, he's one of my faves.
Mhm.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he fucking killed it. Again, especially playing the devil. I loved it. I know it's not the best movie. I don't care. Fuck you. Coming in at number 3, a great creature feature. How could you not like it? Lake Placid.
There you go.
On, Zag. Really? Lake Placid?
Number 6. Number 6.
2 words. Betty White.
Yeah, she's got a very colorful
Yes.
vocabulary in this
Yes.
film.
Man, like, seriously, dude. Like, come on, what's wrong with you, Zag? I mean, Deep Blue Sea almost made my list, but it's safe to say it didn't. But it was close. That was like my number 6.
Okay.
All right, so here we are, coming to number 2. Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow. Yes, I really enjoyed this movie. Not so much now. I don't think it holds up too well, but I can still watch it and get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Again, got some decent gore. I've always been a big fan of the Tales of the Headless Horseman, and come on, that's Americana at its finest, man. It's like one of America's first American horror stories. Like, was there not to like? So here we go in our honorable mentions. I will kick it off with Stir of Echoes. Now, I will admit this is an honorable mention because I didn't see this movie until like 2 weeks ago. And I still would say I didn't pay a ton of attention to this movie because I just had Meatloaf on my mind. I couldn't help it. So I do need to watch it again. That's why it's only honorable mention. If I paid more attention throughout the movie, I think it'd be pretty high on my list.
You had Meatloaf on your mind, so you would
Yep.
you would do anything for love, but not watch Stir of Echoes.
That or the soy sauce challenge. I won't do that either. That
Okay.
kind of fucked up. So anyway, next honorable mention coming in, The Haunting. Yes, enjoyed this movie when it first released. I thought it was a great ghost story. Oh, this is awesome. Not so much when I watched it a few years later, but it still deserves honorable mention for that. And then my last honorable mention, of course, House on Haunted Hill. This is one I think we're all going to have somewhere.
Yeah.
We all have to. It was good. Granted, can't touch the original.
No.
Can't touch it, but it's enjoyable, and I still enjoy it from time to time. Okay, before we get into number 1, I would just like to say, Zag, fuck you. I think I have a very great imagination. I can imagine fucking almost anything.
Wait. Fuck me.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck you.
Well, yeah. Well, guess what? 'Cause- oh, you're gonna make me do this again? All right, hold on. Let me find it.
Huh?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop
I'll
it!
be the bigger man and stop, okay?
God damn it!
Oh, man. Sorry, folks.
The only thing that would have, like, if you could have caught like a half a second clip of me just yelling "stop it" in between each one of those, because I was like, come on, stop. I knew you guys saw me freaking out down here in our little
I
side
wasn't
view.
going to stop it. I wanted to keep going, but I was like, this is going to kill it. We're going to go
It's like a good tennis volley, man.
I knew this was going to be a problem.
Oh shit! I just came across that by accident, and I threw it in there and said, "What the hell?" And it fits beautifully.
Oh, that was too funny.
Where were we? Go ahead, Colonel.
Number one, Colonel.
Number one. Before I get to my number one, like I was saying, fuck you, Zag. I have a great imagination. I can imagine almost anything. Blair Witch Project fucking sucks. So you, sir, can.
You can sit on my pole right now, bitch.
There we go.
She already answered for me. Sherry Moon.
She did. Yeah, this is one I know is on nobody's fucking list except for mine because I love this franchise as a 90s kid. Y'all can suck my dick. Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. Is it as good as the first one? No. But is it way but light years ahead of the third and the fourth? Yes. It's the Wishmaster. It's fucking awesome. That's all I gotta say.
6.
Okay.
6.
I was waiting for Crank to shit on it. That's why I was like,
No, I'm not shitting on it. No, not at all.
Might
man.
be on his list for all you know.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen my list. You know what it is.
I know Crank well enough to know Wishmaster 2 is not on it.
It's not on there. We got Faze in the house. He says, "Woo, hello, fellas."
Hey.
Lorena says the naked werewolf thing totally messed up my Google history. Hope the FBI doesn't come after you real soon. James made a prediction, but was wrong. He says Colobos was at the top of Colonel's list, or Colobos, however you say that. Nope, did not even make his list.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
Ix says Stigmata was an awesome movie overall. And Ryan with the Oliver Platt reference for one of the movies. Was that Stir of Echoes? Or was it?
He's in Flatliners.
Wait, no, he's also in either Deep Blue Sea or Lake Placid too. I can't remember which one now.
Lake Placid.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
All right. Charles Stigmata had a plot that was deep, and the cruise scene on the train was pretty awesome.
Yes, it was.
Ryan, I actually enjoyed Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. I thought the Roy Burns thing was a great twist. There you go. James, I should give Stigmata and Stir of Echoes a look. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Stir of Echoes.
Definitely Stir of Echoes.
Stigmata is more if you're definitely the religious type. That one will get you in the feels.
Yep. He also says,
but I still enjoyed it.
He also says, get some meatloaf. You know, maybe some Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
No.
God damn it, you guys and your drops. Ryan, I do remember the whole time though thinking, the hell is the blue on Jason's mask? Yeah, that was the biggest giveaway. That and Roy's looks at the camera and just his immediate change in behavior, like from being shocked to see his dead son. We didn't know it was his dead son at the time, but his dead son on the ground and being angry. And then the next scene after a couple of murders, he's just like happy-go-lucky. Oh, hey, Sheriff. Oh, were you talking to me? Give a jump.
We like that. We're a fan of that one. It's a good slasher, even though it's an imposter, Jason. We don't care.
Roy, fuck you.
We don't care. He's fucking... Roy had issues, man, and we thank him for that.
Yes. And it was a nice little break between, different
4 and
plot
6,
twists of
right.
the movie, James says, I've only seen the original Haunting. Dylan says, OMG, probably to you guys' drop battle earlier. Ix says, LOL. James says, LOL. It's not Ash Wednesday yet.
Nope.
Oh, shit.
Ryan says, dude, I watched the hell out of the Wishmasters.
Dude, I know. They're awesome.
I like the first one a lot.
Ick says, not a 90s kid, and I really enjoy the Wishmaster series. There you go.
That's why I like you, Ick.
Charles says, End of Days was cool. Arnold made it work. Great trailer. You know who I am. You just don't want to admit it. Great line, along with stop being such a pussy. I need to see End of Days again. I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, disappointing.
Dylan says he dressed up as Roy Burns because the Deborah Voorhees Sheer Horror Group was the first horror group that I've ever been a part of. They're the first to make me not feel like a complete psychopath for loving horror. Well, hey, now welcome to the society.
Yeah,
so,
baby, shit.
And Ryan confirmed it was Oliver Platt and Lake Placid. So, all right, we are caught up again. Ziggy, you got a mashup or some kind of special video?
Well, it's actually your fault, Crank. Kind of. We're inspired these. We were gaming the other night and just bullshitting like we do, and we started just talking about like, well, you know, so horror movies are so many of them are hinged on one move or decision that sends it into the peril and the darkness that is the horror movie. Mm-hmm. Well, what if they just didn't? What if just the shit just didn't happen? How long would these movies be? How would they go? I got a couple of them. What do you want to do here? Just do one here? And I got a commercial. We'll save the commercial for later.
Yeah, we'll save the commercial for after my list.
Okay. All right. So many of you fans are, if you're not fans of the Lucio Fulci movies, City of the Living Dead in particular, I'll set the movie up for you. A priest hangs himself and opens the gates of hell, and they have just a very short amount of time to close them before hell hits Earth. So, you know, this is kind of a mashup and that premise. So here, let's check it out.
Why are you doing this? You know, you're not the first guy to think of this, you know? A lot of people have got problems. Here, you want a cigarette? Come on, let's smoke, okay? I promise, I'll just talk to you.
And just like that, that would be the end of the movie because, you know, the priest didn't hang himself, and yes.
Riggs saves the day.
Riggs, Murtaugh, we love you. And, you know, they're bigger than they thought. They don't know what they're running. I got another one, and this one hit me the same way. I was just sitting there going, you know, I was in a Carpenter kind of mood, and, well, just take a look. Check this out.
They kick Moochie out? Probation. Those assholes. Stop the car, Dennis. Stop the car. Stop the car. Quick, we go back. Go back. Go back. What's the matter? I want to look at her. Will you go back? No. So, all in all, it wasn't a bad first day.
And it could have been just like that. No lives lost.
No car for you, Richie.
You know, it was funny taking that piece out, and I had to like stretch it out a little bit because he was saying, "Do you know somebody here?" And
do you know?
No. So it's why it's kind of pitch shifted way down. But whatever, you get the point, man. There you go. Movies that would be a lot shorter if the plot went a little bit different. One decision was made, and not to go and do what they did.
When I first saw that version of that, I thought that was you saying no over it. Just
no. That probably would have been funnier. I don't know. I'll try that next time.
All right. Didn't you have another one?
Well, I just got the commercial. I didn't put the other one in because I'm not sure that one's,
not done with that one yet.
think it could be better.
All right.
Because it doesn't. There's no payoff. It's flat at the end.
Well, first off, James says, watch the Gates of Hill trilogy if you haven't. Stat. Fulci is great. And then he says, nice mashup. Megan says, aw, Riggs. Yeah, we did that, yeah. Ix, laughing out loud. James is, heh. And Dylan is rock on. So far so good, folks. All right. God damn it. Everybody welcome. God damn it.
Yeah,
time for my list, I guess, huh? You can do that because you know I'm not on that page.
Well, you'll be in here in a minute. Once you're done with your list, you can monitor the. Look at these chats.
I don't want to deal with that. You guys are doing it just fine. All right. So, actually, my list isn't much different than the conglomeration of these guys, but I do have two that are gonna probably sneak up on you a little bit.
Huh?
We're going to start with number 5. And that would be the Nicolas Cage shocker 8mm. I was kind of surprised this wasn't on either of your list, but it's a weird, twisted movie. This was around the time that Nicolas Cage really got kind of famous for playing really weird fucking roles. And it's stuck with him now for 20 years because that's all he does now.
This movie's in the same vein as like Seven. I don't know if I would call it a horror movie, more a thriller, I think.
Well, then you're going to think my next one's a thriller too. But that's fine. Gray areas, be damned. I haven't seen 8mm in a while. I just remember being pretty disturbed by it the first few times I had seen it, but I'm definitely going to check it out here in a little bit. After saying what I just said about my number 4, it should be no big surprise. The Sixth Sense. Probably no, not a horror movie. Probably not, strictly, but horrific elements, as we always say, and supernatural tie definitely brings it into the horror world a little bit. I do blame M. Night Shyamalan for the twist generation, because this movie set the bar high for every movie to come out since 1999 to have some kind of fucking twist in it. And so, god damn it, M. Night.
The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense, number 6 on my list.
Oh, is that where it goes? Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed myself for forgetting about it. I totally forgot about that coming out in '99.
Woo! Now one up on one of you motherfuckers. Number 3. Yes, it changed. Kind of like the Sixth Sense changed the game a little bit for mainstream horror movies. Blair Witch Project did the same for independent horror movies and made it possible for independent horror movies to get a bigger slice of the pie, get a bigger break, get more visibility. It showed that internet marketing could really push a small production forward. Got a little choked up there for some reason. Give me a second. I'm crying over the Blair Witch.
It's got him.
But no, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the movie itself, but the making of, the things they did to do this, and Ziggy already brought it up, the fact that they just walk on to the Jay Leno show, the Tonight Show. Hey guys. Hey. We're gonna have the guys from Blair Witch Project on here. No, not the directors. That was a terrible Jay Leno too.
I'm just saying, I'm glad I'm not the only one to do a piece of shit imitation tonight, man. Woo!
Yeah, I'm not doing one because you guys failed miserably. Fuck that. I'm not even going to try.
It's hard to do with Jay Leno when you have long hair too, so because you have to do the head thing. But yeah, when they walked out on that stage and like everyone just kind of freaked out, that was the thing. That was huge. Back when talk shows had moments that you had to see live and then talk about the next day at school or at work or wherever you went. Number 2. Yeah, we'll go foreign for a little bit. Audition. Moody, check. Creepy, check. Violent, fucking check. Sexy in a way, check. Yeah. It checks all the boxes, man. And I haven't seen it in a while either, and it may not hold up like Ziggy mentioned earlier, but I just remember when I first saw this, just being disturbed for a while because there were some things in there that you hadn't ever seen. The thing that always stuck with me, and I used it in the countdown video, was just the sheer joy she has when she's sawing through his ankle and his leg with that wire, and she's just giddy. I mean, almost laughing to tears, so happy about it, and the smile on her face, and just her almost dancing to it. You could set it to like an 80s dance track, and it would fit. Not a challenge for you guys tomorrow. Not meant that way. So, but yeah, I want to watch. I almost started watching this again just the other night because of Eli Roth's History of Horror did an episode on body horror not too long ago, and I saw that, and I was like, I need to watch that again. And then I remembered, oh yeah, we've got a 1999 list that's coming out. Huh? It came out. Huh. All right, honorable mentions. Yeah, I'm just gonna run through these. Sleepy Hollow. Yep. You know why.
We said it.
Yeah, you guys have said it. I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan, but Christina Ricci is hot. Another honorable mention would be Stigmata, which did not upload for some reason. And then the other one for me would be The House on Haunted Hill. So, by process of elimination, you guys have probably figured out my number 1.
So like something stirring in my brain here. I just can't quite figure it out.
You got an echo on your microphone.
You have an echo going on? Yeah, that's right. It's stir of echoes. Very good, you guys. Very good. Yeah. One main reason for this, Kevin Bacon. Another main reason for it, Catherine Irby. I thought they played this well. And it works. It's a creepy fucking movie. And who doesn't like Kevin Bacon? I mean, come on, really. That's just all there is to it. If you don't like Kevin Bacon, then fuck you. Cool?
I can't even.
Yeah, can't even argue.
Can't argue with that.
I can't argue anybody's list for 1999. Like I said, it just wasn't one of the stellar years for horror.
Hey, Mike, good evening. Welcome. God damn it, welcome.
Yeah.
We're doing lists from 1999 horror movies. Go ahead and feel free to post yours, and we'll
Send
share
us your list. Absolutely. I was
Make fun of them.
James is on a prediction track tonight. He's not really hitting it. Says Crank will surprise us with Ravenous now.
Oh, man.
Or Virus if he's in a Jamie Lee Curtis mood. I'm always in a Jamie Lee Curtis mood, but no.
This time?
No.
Not tonight. Lorena says, oh yeah, 8mm was good. Creepy. James says, not really horror per se, but still good. Yeah. It rides the line. Ryan, the air of frustration seeping from Jared's face when the memes pop up has me rolling. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Ryan.
It's a good time. It takes many hands on deck to have a successful production that can entertain and annoy at the same time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Moving on. All right. 8mm Charles. 8mm rides the line of horror and thriller much the same way Scream does. Its disturbing elements made it a must-watch. Whenever I hear M. Night's name, I think of The Village. So disappointing. You mean M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong?
I even liked even though you saw it a million miles away, the twist in that was cool. But man, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
The
Village almost worked.
He became just a joke of himself.
Right.
With that one.
He also says Chinese horror works best when done by Chinese filmmakers. Hollywood messed up a lot of those great stories.
I agree. I agree. It gets lost in translation all the way. I watched one. I want to say it was called Infection. It's in a hospital. They bring in this guy. It's a short staff. It's some kind of holiday. Couple of doctors, couple of nurses, and a guy that's melting in the bed. And everyone's catching it and stuff. It's fucked up, man. Just the lighting and the disturbing music. I'll never forget it, and yet I forgot the title of the movie. I've been searching high and low to find it again, and I cannot find this fucking thing. So help a brother out if you know what I'm talking about. I want to say it's called Infection, but I don't think that's it. Something like that.
Look, yeah. Help us out there, guys. Lorena, James, Charles, one of you guys.
Somebody saw this shit because it was on, I want to say Cinemax even. It's something they were doing their, foreign tastes and shit like that. They would introduce, okay, here's some horror from, Zimbabwe. Here's some from Pakistan. And then this one came from Japan. And they said, boy, this one set the mark for that disgusting, disturbing Jap horror. And it's like, whew. And it did. It was really good. I watched the whole fucking thing in subtitles. And I would love to watch it again.
There's a subtopic for us to discuss here in a minute. Ryan, God damn it. He says, LOL, the long hair was this fail? Guess I missed that memo. I figured it was the smoker's rasp Elmo voice, but noted long hair fucks up Leno. I think he's talking about my impersonation. Dude, you're supposed to be on my side, but now
You just made the list!
See, you're on the list now.
Keep that in mind, Ryan.
You don't want to be on the list, ever.
Dylan asked about Idle Hands. Idle Hands made Ziggy's list, I believe. It was an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Number 6. Whatever.
Charles says, Zig, Crank, great list, by the way. Mike Rydell, watching on YouTube, says The Haunting for the Worst of 99.
Oh, there it is.
Not the best, but
it has a couple of moments in it, but it didn't make my list just because it's an utter disappointment. The final act is trash.
Yeah, but man, when you compare it to, like, say, Bats.
Well, that didn't make the list either. That's what I mean. That's why I picked 7 tonight,
The Ring 2. Yeah. Megan asked a thought here. Guys, other than the Colonel, of course, as he probably hasn't watched it, have you watched Stir of Echoes 2? Thoughts?
Fuck you. How's that?
Wait, who's that for?
Yeah, what was that for? Who did that?
That wasn't me.
It wasn't me. Okay. All right. Don't want to irritate our fan that much.
Yeah,
all right.
Dude, shit.
I actually watched Stir of Echoes about a year or so ago too. Didn't mind it. Not as good, obviously, but I didn't mind it. Ziggy, what about you?
Yeah, I didn't. It lacks the Kevin Bacon element, so it's not as good.
So it's not. So you guys are pretty much telling me without Kevin Bacon's bacon, it's not bacon.
Well,
Not good bacon.
to be fair, I should revisit that one again because I remember watching it initially, just whenever it was. I want to say that one went straight to fucking video.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, you may have to ask your question again there, Ziggy. James didn't get it, and Lorena isn't quite sure if she heard you all the way. So ask about your movie.
It's a Japanese horror film, takes place in a hospital during a holiday. They bring in a patient that has some kind of infection on him, and it's just gross, like mossy, fuzzy, he's melting, it's slimy, and the staff starts to get it, and it causes problems, with the thinking and everything, and it just kind of shuts down the whole hospital, but just it's the fucking mood of the thing and the way the lights, they use a lot of red and greens in it, and it's fucking disturbing. I remember everything but the goddamn title.
Don't you hate that when that happens? So if you guys know, actually,
infection, something like that.
Well, Charles says there was a movie called Virus back in 1980. Infection sounds more like the one you're talking about, though. So maybe it is called Infection.
Infection. Maybe I did get it right, man. I don't know. It's I'll look it up.
Ryan's laughing because he made the list.
It was definitely, Japanese horror has its place, and they've got a way to capture the authentic stuff. Is super creepy and disturbing there, the way they do it, and the lighting in this movie was like I've never seen. Mm-hmm. And there are times when there's a lot of shots of them coming to the hospital bed and the curtains up, and you could just hear the slurping and the pussing and it's incredible, man.
It's a lovely thought. Thank you.
It's like, what's around the corner? I guess in the end it was kind of like, okay, I'm not sure what's going on here now, but in the end, it was good. I really dug it, man. I'd love to see that shit again. Infection, I think that's it.
All right. James says bats, ugh. He also says, I think he means Colonel. Wonder if Colonel has seen Retro Puppet Master. I'll get rid of that.
Who is this Mike we speak of?
Retro Puppet Master.
Government names. Megan also says, ouch.
That wasn't from us.
I think that was the drop that mysteriously dropped. And she also says, I'll just send him some meatloaf.
Megan, this is to the Colonel from you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck me.
There you go. Now you're even.
Megan says the Stir of Echoes 2 has Rob Lowe. Yep, he was in it, but not as good at all.
Yeah, I think Rob Lowe peaked with that poster from The Lost Boys. He hasn't been done it.
It says Infection 2004.
Well, that's got to be it. That sounds just about right. I was going to say 12, 13, 14 years ago.
Lorena says, yeah, the Zag movie. I tried to hunt that one down. Couldn't find it. Got plenty of info about shaved werewolves, though. Thanks, Google.
Yeah. You know what?
There we go.
That's unfortunate. You might get arrested, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay. James is talking about Mike from YouTube, one of the guys earlier that was commenting. So, Mike, if you're still watching, James had a question for you up there somewhere. Yeah, Charles says, Infection is about a rundown hospital where a doctor's mistake unwittingly creates horrific consequences for the staff at the hospital.
Yeah, man, and it's fucking nuts. It's just it's so simple, but it's super effective.
Looks like Lorena's working on a list. Oh, actually, she's. Yeah. Mike says Ravenous, probably the best hidden gem of 1999. Yeah. I'm gonna have to check this out. I'm sure I've seen it. It just did not ring a bell when I was trying to come up with this list. So I will look that up. All right, we got a list from Lorena, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Number 5, House on Haunted Hill. Not the best version, but okay.
Right.
Number 4, Lake Placid. Munch. I think I know what she means there. Number 3, Sleepy Hollow. Gotta love Tim Burton. Number 2, Blair Witch. My mom ruined the ending for me, though. Your mom did?
Say what?
What?
I'm about to delete that one now.
Her Lorena's honorable mentions: Retro Puppet Master, Just had to get a really crappy one on here. And okay, Wild Zero. Yeah. All right. There's another one I got to look up.
Well, Lorena's lists are quite eccentric, so I mean,
They can be.
we'll see.
Ryan went off on a tangent trying to figure out who was in Stir of Echoes, and he got all mixed up between Rob Lowe and a couple other people. And he says, "I was thinking of Mirrors, which is Kiefer Sutherland. Apparently, trolling Crank made my brain cells pop." Yeah, see, that's what you get. You've already made the list so much that your brain cells are starting to go funky. That's what happens when you mess with the Crank.
Well, I have to.
Lorena says, "Yeah, my mom told me about the ending of Blair Witch before I saw it." And we got a list from Charles. Number 5, Stir of Echoes. Number 4, Deep Blue Sea. Number 3, Stigmata. Number 2, End of Days. And number 1, Blair Witch Project. There you go. Very good. So if any of you guys out there have a top 5 that you want to send in, or even top 3, if you don't want to think about it too hard, don't want your brain cells to pop like Ryan's, I understand. Send them in.
Well, Crank, to be fair, maybe your friend Ryan just needs a Snickers.
Hi, Vic. Get lost. Come on, don't be like that. I'm gonna help you with the wood today. And anyway, I got 2 chocolate bars, see? You know, Vic?
Eat a Snickers.
Why?
Because you get a little angry when you're hungry.
Here, Vic, want a bite? Here. I'll just put it over here.
Better?
There. Well, if that's the way you feel, forget it, Vic. Just forget it. But I think you're really out of line.
Better?
Yeah, better.
No.
Oh, boy. All right, we got a couple more. Mike here says, no love for, Audition. Yeah, it was on my list and Ziggy's list, I believe. So
Made 2 out of the 3.
And I don't know if it's made any. I don't think it's made any of the commented list, but all right. Tanya's got a list. She says top 4 is all I got. Number 4, The Blair Witch. Number 3, Sleepy Hollow. Number 2, Stigmata. And 1, The Rage. Carrie 2. Woo! Woo! Good Lord.
Most to number 6.
I've seen that movie more times than I care to admit.
Lorena explains that Wild Zero is a Godzilla Japanese punk band movie. Excellence. She always pulls out some of the weirdest shit that I just can't help but obviously want to go immediately watch.
Listen, if there was never an appropriate time to push this button, I'm just saying, man.
All right. Phase, no particular order. End of Days, Sleepy Hollow, Blair Witch, Sixth Sense, House on Haunted Hill. Going off from rough memory on some of these. I enjoy The Mummy as well. The Mummy does not count. Brendan Fraser's Mummy does not count. Just because Brendan Fraser's in it.
Is that 99?
No. Yeah, I think
I
so.
thought it was 98. Or
I don't know.
that one.
Fuck. What was the question? I gotta hold on, guys. I gotta scroll up for a minute here. James was asking Mike Rydell if you had seen Retro Puppet Master. That was the question. All right. If you're still there, you must be. You just commented. So
maybe not.
Charles says, honorable mention, Virus, not great, but it could have been so much more. The plot reminded me a lot of Moontrap. And James says, have a Snickers. So, all right, you guys brought up a a interesting topic here. Subtitles on foreign movies. Does that distract? I mean, do you stay away from foreign movies with subtitles because they have subtitles, or do you give them a chance? Colonel, let's start with you.
Why would I be bothered with subtitles?
Some people are like that.
I know some people personally that are like that, but no, that's not enough to keep me away. I can multitask. I mean, throw a third task at me, I might be thrown for a fucking loop, but I can watch and read at the same time. I mean, fuck, I watch Lord of the Rings. Speak some Elvish or some shit. I don't know. Fucking don't bother me any. Get with it, people.
All right. How about you, Ziggy?
No, it don't bother me. In fact, I mean, even in a movie with a bunch of action going on, like Train to Busan, I was right in on it, man. It's like, yeah. And they word it as such to where it's not, you're not reading, it's not paragraphs. It's like a sentence. It runs good. And, that one could have been no subtitles and you still would have figured out and known what the hell was going on. So, I mean, but they don't bother me at all. And sure. I dig the foreign eyes takes on horror for sure. So I got no problem with none of it.
All right. Yeah, I don't either. I was just kind of asking the questions. It actually irritates the hell out of me when somebody, like, if I invite somebody over to the house or to watch a movie or anything like that, and I say, hey, have you seen blah, 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 foreign movie? Oh, no. Does it have subtitles? If so, I don't want to watch it. And I'm like, well, I really think you're limiting yourself there, but, I don't mind them at all. James says, I've gotten used to subtitles. Don't be lazy. Read your movies. Lorena says, no problem with subtitles as long as I can find my glasses. Yeah, that's good. Good point. Jesse says, subtitles are cool. Rather read them than listen to a lousy translator. Yeah. Do you like subtitles better than dubbing, or are you okay with some of the English dubbings that we get from time to time?
The English dubbings? Oh, man. Those are funny. Those are fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it adds to the movie, actually. Because the movies wouldn't be the same without it.
Sometimes the subtitles, like for an example, I have the Ultraman from the 60s on DVD, and you can watch them in their original presentation, which is interesting, hearing it in its own language. And because it ain't none of like the voices we got over here with the dub, and the shit they say, it don't match up with the subtitles. So I mean, there's a whole other fucking plot going on within the subtitles. You can change the whole episode and the whole point of it. It's amazing, but it's cool. I don't mind the bad dubs. It just kind of helps out with making a bad movie worse but better for the horror fans, because we love that kind of stupid shit.
All right, looks like Mike answered James's question. He says a long time ago. I assume that's for that.
Retro Puppet Master.
The Retro Puppet Master. Ryan sent in a top 5. The astronaut's wife, Warlock, The End of Innocence, and then he adds shittily good. You got top 6 in there, but that's fine. In Dreams, number 3.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Warlock 3, The End of Innocence.
Warlock 3, The End of Innocence. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
Right.
Then number 3, In Dreams. Number 2, Ravenous, and then number 1, Stir of Echoes. Yeah, there you go. All right.
I'd see the obvious, the glaring omission from all of our lists has got to be Ravenous, because everyone's got it high up on their list, and it didn't.
Everyone's talking about it. So,
didn't breach ours. I feel like we've let them down.
I'm gonna go check that out. I'm gonna watch that tonight, actually. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure I've seen it, to be honest with you.
Lorena says Train to Busan was sad. I got angry for making me cry.
See, how about that, though? A foreign film touched you that way. That's powerful. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. FaZe says, I actually prefer to have subtitles. My hearing isn't the greatest.
Huh?
I don't think that'll ever get old.
Charles says no, subtitles can be annoying, but only if the movie is equally annoying. I go for visuals and plot that matches. A Wicked Ghost is an example of it all falling into place. Came out in '99.
A Wicked Ghost.
I'll check that out. Ryan says, I don't mind reading subs. I'm a night owl, so I tend to keep the volume down and read most of my movies. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Don't wake up the whole house. Lorena, subtitles are usually far superior to dubbing, except, yeah, Ultraman is a great example. Johnny Socko, too.
Johnny Socko.
Johnny Socko.
Yes. For God's sake. Colonel, you know Johnny Socko?
Nope.
Oh. This is fantastic shit. Johnny Socko.
Tell us about it then.
Man, it's about like a 12-year-old boy. There's like a some kind of terrorist faction, and they have this giant robot that's 50 feet tall, and it's controlled by a Rolex that you flip up.
Power Rangers, kind of.
It's well, yeah, but this was like the 60s, so they beat the shit out of the Power Rangers, and they steal the watch. It imprints to his voice, so the robot will only respond to him, and they swear him into the heroes faction. It's kind of like the G.I. Joe Cobra kind of thing like that. It's set up, and they have the giant robot come and take on these Godzilla-like monsters every single week. But I'll tell you what, these episodes, Ultraman and Johnny Socko, all tie perfectly together in a row like a big, long movie, and they're fantastic if you're into that kind of crazy shit, especially a Godzilla fan. Tell me I'm wrong, Lorena. Tell him.
No, she says school him. School him on Johnny Socko.
Man. I don't have the Johnny Sockos on DVD yet. I still have the VHS cassettes. And it's funny, I was just digging out my storage room back here. I found my VCR. I was just like, holy shit.
Nice.
I can sit down and watch it again, man. I can see them again. But they have the DVDs available. I just haven't gotten around to picking them up. But I love that shit. I'm a big fan.
Charles mentions an honorable mention for himself. Children of the Corn 666.
Isaac Returns.
Some pretty good cheese plus Isaac Returns. Yep.
Yeah, number 6 for me.
Number 6.
Oh my God, no. So a new Children of the Corn movie is coming. What are you guys thinking about that?
I'll give it a watch, but yeah.
I'm not having too much high hopes for it. I hope they make it scary if they can. Just, I don't know. That sounds like something. Maybe you should put Rob Zombie on it. At least it'll be fucking tripped out and disturbing.
No.
No?
No. Well, Children of the Corn, it's already white trash. You get a white trash here, man.
It's not that. No, it's not. That's not white trash. That's more just rural. There's a difference between being rural and white trash. No, there's a difference. There's a huge difference.
Well, all they got to do is have it in where?
I'm not saying a goddamn thing. No?
In the state of Oklahoma, man.
Oklahoma! Oklahoma! Oh, fuck! Oh, my ass meat!
We got to get an ass meat in there at least once, for God's sake.
Okay. All right.
Children of the Corn. What do you think?
Now, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Said Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it a watch. I'm not necessarily super excited for it, but it, from the news that I have read about it, it kind of sounds like it has potential. Charles, The New Children of the Corn, depends if it's close to the original short story. Yeah. Lorena says, you are absolutely right about Johnny Socko. Best worst effects and best bad guys. I've got all of them.
Spider. Fucking they had the guy that looked like Destro. What the hell was his name? Dr. Bottomus. That's it. Oh, man.
Oh, my God, you guys.
Oh, it's
right.
It's outstanding.
All right, Tyrone's got a list here. Number 5, Blair Witch. Number 4, Stigmata. Number 3, House on Haunted Hill. Number 2, Wishmaster 2. And number 1, Waiting for the Mandela Effect to change some better movie to this year. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's
That blew my mind for a minute.
There you go.
There's a good topic for us. Halloween Kills preview came out this past weekend. Our thoughts. Colonel?
I think that's about summed up. Not really. I mean, I thought it was great for a teaser. You got a little bit of blood. You saw him picking up the mask that somehow landed out in the fucking street. I don't know. I'm guessing the house blew up and blew the fucker like in the fucking heat tornado and shit and fucking launched it. And yeah, I mean, it did its job as a teaser. It fucking teased us.
Now wait another year.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like a little disappointed to watch it. I was like, man, I gotta wait a fucking year for this shit. We should have already been talking about it.
It said absolutely nothing,
which is good for them.
It's good. I appreciate it, but oh man, the more you watch that 2018 version of Halloween, 40 years later, H40, it's just I don't know, man. I don't. Do I want this film and this trilogy married to the film I hold sacred? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well,
those sequels, though, man.
We already have so many different timelines. It's not going to taint the original. You know, you just watch it.
It won't taint the original, but it's like,
I thought the trailer was the new teaser was fine. I thought it was okay. It, like they've said, it didn't show much. That's good. I don't want to know much. Anthony Michael Hall as Tommy. Okay, fine, sure, whatever. I expect a semi-main character to die in this one. I expect them to drop another trailer in the summer of next year, if theaters are even going to still be around next year when they hope to release this. But when they do drop a longer trailer, don't do what you did with this last one and put out 3 different 3-minute trailers that give away your entire plot of your movie. One more trailer is all I want. That's it. I want like main poster art, maybe some alternative poster art, and the last trailer. I don't want any more than that before next October to see this movie.
I was good with the last and first teaser we got. That little short ass one with them riding one way, the fire trucks going the other. That was effective enough. That was all we needed.
And the best part was that was probably filmed last year or 2 years ago when they filmed 2018.
Right.
So they were just like, we know we're going to use this. Let's just do it now. It'll take 5 minutes. Longer than that, obviously, but you know. Ryan says, laugh my ass off. Great Halloween meme usage there for your thoughts. Ick says, hey, Crank, did that triple meat plate have some ass meat? No, it did not.
I heard there was plenty of meat whistle on it, though.
Woo! I need to put a rim shot up in here, a stat, man, immediately.
There needs to be one, yeah. Lorena says, did you guys watch the Creep Show stuff on Shudder? Yes, we did. And we will talk about that in our new episode coming out later this week, hopefully Thursday. So, hopefully.
It will be. Thursday it is.
Here's another question here. Whenever a creator comes back to a franchise he had literally nothing to do with for years, red flag. Carpenter and Cunningham pissed on true horror fans. See, I wouldn't necessarily blame Carpenter. Cunningham, yeah. Carpenter did not necessarily have control of what the studios did with the Halloween franchise after the first one, basically. He had a little bit in 2, but that was because they asked him to write it. And after that, he was just like, just cut me a check and I don't give a fuck. You know, he just didn't have. I don't know if the studios would have even wanted him around. I'll be honest, he seems like kind of a prickly guy to deal with in a business sense, anyway. Cunningham has always been involved, but did that really help the Friday series? I don't think so. Colonel, jump in here. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it all boils down to fucking money. I mean, it's especially in Carpenter's case. I appreciate that he at least scored the new Halloween movie. At least he put his touch in there somewhere. But let's be honest, it's about making a buck, man. He don't care. It's just as long as he can tour with his band, play his fucking music, and be holier than thou when it comes to doing these horror interviews like he usually does. I love the guy, but yeah, he seems a little dickish. And Cunningham, thank you for ruining Friday the 13th. I thought Paramount did just fine with it till New Line bought the rights, and you decided to stick your nose back in there after what, part 2?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Thank you, sir. Suck a dick.
It's a tricky thing, man. And you know, when you're writing something or creating something, you don't know if it's going to work with a wider audience. I mean, you just don't know most of the time. There are very few instances where you're working on a project and you go, this is it. This is going to be huge. And you know immediately that we need to secure the rights. If you don't, you just want to get as much money as you can for your baby project that you've been working on for probably 3 or 4 years. And yeah, you inadvertently sign it away and you cash that check. You know, I don't know exactly how to. There are some. I guess what I'm trying to say is there are some cases where it's kind of out of the creator's hands, if that makes any sense. And when it comes to the studios, most of the time, unless you've got a very genre-specific studio, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. That's my opinion. Ziggy, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, Carpenter, as far as Halloween goes, I mean, he negotiated that to have his name in the credits like that, and it just kind of became his calling card and stuff. It was never like, you know, I don't know, man. He wanted that, even though he didn't have final cut on all that stuff. He just wanted his name. It was his film. He wanted it, but I mean, as it went down the line with his later films, he was less and less involved outside of the directing, and then shit, he wasn't even that. As far as Halloweens go, executive producer is just that, a check in the mail to his mansion.
Yeah.
He's not giving a fuck. You know, I mean, granted, everybody that makes a Halloween movie, they seek the Godfather's advice. They want his approval on the script. And he probably is taking a shit, just like goes through it. Yeah, all right, yeah, great. Looks great. Go ahead. You know,
then they talk shit about it after the fact.
Then he leaves like, I can't believe these assholes are paying me this much. You know, and he doesn't give a fuck. He says himself, he's never seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think it was Danielle Harris went up to him at a convention at one point and was like, "Hey, I'm Danielle Harris. I was in one of your movies." And he was like, "I have no idea who the hell you are."
Yeah.
And she was just like,
"Okay, then."
Okay. And like timidly walked off. I mean, she told that story at Kansas City, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And she said she's never had a chance to meet Jamie Lee Curtis, but she would love to, you know? So, yeah, that's just, well, Charles, there you go. I mean, that's the thing. You're a creator. Charles is a writer. So, you know, when somebody comes along knocking on your door saying, "Hey, we want to turn the Ghost into the next Amazon series potentially," you know, be like, "Hey, well, here's the thing. I get to keep the fucking rights," you know. And I think creators nowadays have a little more openness to demand that. So, let's see here. He actually came back. I agree with you guys. I just look at it from a fan's perspective sometimes. But when you demand to take the hockey mask out of a Friday movie because you don't like it, makes me sick.
Listen, that's why you have to check out when it's released. Hearts of Darkness from the man himself. Adam Marcus is going to release it. All that shit is addressed to why it went that way, and you might be blaming the wrong people. That's all I'm saying. We're kind of on the in because we've talked to him before, and there's a whole big story to what the fuck happened with that particular film, and it's fascinating. So I highly recommend it. Hearts of Darkness, coming out sometime next year. We don't know when. And you might see a few familiar faces in it.
Maybe.
I don't know, but like I said, if you do want to wet your whistle, if you'll go down our YouTube page, look through the videos, there's an interview with Adam Marcus where he touches on a little bit of it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the documentary because that is a whole story to itself. Wow. Like,
fascinating.
I feel bad for shitting on this movie at the beginning because I had no clue. As a fan, I was like, this movie's fucking good. It's like you learn, it's like,
oh.
Huh. You did a pretty good job with what you had.
When you find out his connection to the royalty of the Friday the 13th franchise, you're going to shit a brick. It's fascinating.
There you go, guys. I just posted the link to that Adam Marcus video that
right there
Colonel was talking about. So
he's that. This guy is so fucking genuine of a cool cat. It's, you know, I know. He's just a great guy, man, and he deserves everything he's going to get from this stuff coming. And I'm glad he's getting to tell the story of Friday the 13th, the final Friday Jason Goes to Hell, whatever the fuck it's called. Part 9.
That's it. Something like that. Huh. All right. What else we got to talk about tonight, gentlemen?
Saying shit.
I don't know. Is that 99, huh? I said definitely a year for paranormal. World's coming to an end. Again, kind of makes sense. Well, everybody thought it was coming to an end. The Monday Night Wars were off the fucking hook. I was watching wrestling every Monday night. Jericho came out, Y2J.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. I I said, I was 14, 15 years old as the year went on. So,
Colonel, what do you remember about the Y2K scare of 1999?
Man, I just remember people saying the planes were going to follow the sky. Fucking all the computers going to fucking reset back to 1900. Wouldn't know how to work and all.
Bank accounts back to zero because no one knew what the hell. And
well, I was too young to have a bank account. I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, hey, maybe I don't have to go back to school on January 2nd. You know what I mean? That's what I was worried about.
Yep.
Damn.
Like it's 1999, motherfucker. I couldn't even drink. I was 15, dude.
I'm kind of surprised there weren't more horror movies about that in the year 2000 and 2001, or even at the end of '99. You know,
The Simpsons did it, but I mean,
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Yep. But it could be done. It could make something. They can make that happen.
Yeah,
I think that'd be relatively easy. But yeah, it was tripped out, man. I just remember going, okay, nothing happened. Everything's still on. And
I think I was watching with a group of friends watching the New York Times or New York the big ball fall on New Year's Eve, and just all their lights are still on, all the fireworks are still going off, everything's working there. You know.
By the way, if you have the means, folks, get down to Times Square for New Year's Eve just one time in your life.
No.
That was the most incredible shit. I went 91 to 92, and it was the most incredible shit I ever saw. 1 million people in one area. When they drop the confetti between the buildings, you can't see nothing but confetti.
Nope.
And then within 20 minutes after the ball drops, it's completely cleared out. Everyone has a place to go. It's a party or a concert it was amazing. I highly recommend it.
Too many fucking people for me.
Yeah, I hate people, so you're not doing a very good job of selling me standing there assholes to elbows.
It is, too. People. It's like being at a big mosh pit concert, and yeah.
No, I say this to Times Square. There you go.
I'm just saying it was a good.
It's not my thing, dude. I mean, if there are people out there that want to do that, that's fine. But no. All right.
It was a good time.
Lorena says 99. I remember people calling me right before midnight, freaking out. I was like, world didn't end in New York. I think we're okay. Yeah, that was one thing that I thought of back in 99 was, well, what about the time zones? Because, like, is the world going to end like 1/24th at a time across the globe? Like, we're going to see a little slice of the globe go dark, and then it comes around and like, no, that can't work that way.
I mean, funny if it did, though.
Lorena says, I had some stupid friends. Well, that happens. Uh-oh. James says, looks like Infection has a DVD release.
There you go. See, was going to get this thing. We'll have it here in a couple of weeks.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Perhaps we'll throw it on the Zigzag Zone. Who knows?
Who knows?
Was it that interesting?
So I said, I remember this time when the guy crawled out of the bag and started lapping up the milk or whatever. I was kind of like, this is stupid. Why was I so disturbed by this? But at the same time, yes, I've seen worse. So by now.
There you go. James says, Crank is asking the real questions. Well, I do have a background in journalism, so I dig deep when I have to. No, this has been fun. Are we? I think we're done.
Yeah, there's really much more to go with this.
Yeah.
You don't always have to go to 10 o'clock.
No.
Colonel. It's going to fall into the set one of these nights.
Colonel's nappy.
I am nappy. I can't help.
All right. Well, Ziggy, send them out for the night.
Well, thank you. That was spectacular.
You like that? I thought you would.
I had my hand off the button and shit and everything.
That's my rosy red ass, Mahoney.
Go ahead, Ziggy.
I love the Colonel. Thanks for joining.
Huh?
Monday. That's all the
I'm back.
Colonel running it himself.
Nope, I wish. Too far apart. I can't do it by myself.
Go ahead.
New episode coming this week. Thanks for joining us tonight. We will catch you next Monday. Have no idea what the topic is yet. We haven't decided.
Huh?
Fuck you. How's that?
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck
¿Qué nombres ese que se llama la?
Fuck off, Wade.
We're seriously going to have to put a limit on these at some point. Like 4 masks in a row. 4 masks.
You get nothing.
That's not the one I wanted. Fuck. Never mind. That really
Wrong,
is.
sir. Wrong.
All right, come on, guys. Colonel, send them out.
Again, like Zach was saying, pay attention. We've got a new episode. This Thursday on our YouTube channel. It's going to be awesome. I would suggest you watch it, especially Lorena. We could discuss our thoughts on the Creepshow animated special. My game's all fucking thrown off. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it. Just be like, hey, don't get sick. Wash your dick and don't smell like a Scuba Steve. Use Summer Seed. It will keep you clean.
You can't.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, so Lorena says, for fuck's sake, you guys. And Brandon says, I don't think you use enough of these. If we had different ones, yes, but the same one over and over kind of gets to me.
Huh? 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 You can sit on my pole right now, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Like a woman's
Anyway. I may have to mute the other two. Anyway, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in and watching along with us, giving us your top 5. I hope you guys have enjoyed the top 5 of 99 show. Oh, good Lord. I do want to remind you, tell your friends, invite your friends to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Have them follow us there at Death Curse Society. And also follow us on YouTube. We're coming close to 400 subscribers. We'd like to hit that hopefully before the end of the year. I think we will. But a little bit of extra push from you guys will help us out just a little bit. Yeah, tune in for our next show on Thursday. Hopefully we talk about the Craft Legacy. You might be surprised what we thought of the Craft Legacy. We talk about Redwood Massacre Annihilation. We talk about, I can't remember everything we talked about now. But we talk about the Creep Show animated special and all that. So until next week, Monday and then Thursday, until next week, this is Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society, from Colonel, for the Zigzag. This is Red Crank saying, see you next time. Have a wonderful evening. And yeah, it's been fun. DCS out. Woo!
Glass.
Huh?